it's for people that didn't do good in regular school. Like, you can be smart but not like doing homework, and you want to like be more creative, not just sit there and do something you've done since you were in like 7th grade. It's like doing the skate park or doing the stage, the student store. There's like different things that better the school and you learn at the same time. I'm lazy, I won't lie. Like when it comes to doing homework and stuff, and I was never on top of that, so I was just like a C student. But like the skate park, I worked hard for that. Like I'm not lazy when it comes to like if it's about the skate park, like I do it. I don't think twice about it. I don't wait until the last minute. Like I do it. And like Audet and like Irene and them, they're just naturally like that. Like their homework, they did it. They were on top of it. They were straight A students. And there's the life project, they're like that too. But like I don't know. It was just different for like me or like how Matthew's more into shop than just regular school. They just like fit us better. For our English standard, we wrote a whole proposal on like so many different things. Like the proposal was like had to have been like 30 pages, but that was when we all thought like we were all working on the skate park, all 10 of us. And so like Irene and like the twins did like the introduction and the table of contents. Audet did like the reflection and the budget. Matthew wanted to be our builder, so he was just our builder. I went to my uncle's, who was an engineer, and he did like a whole thing on his computer that like mapped out every like square inch of what the skate park would look like and all the measurements. Alfonso helped me do that. He was drawing, because he's like good at drawing, and he drew it all up. And then that was basically for our English standard, because we all like combined to build that, and that was like a huge thing for our English standard. That was like our first or second one. And I think it was our civic standards too. I've wanted the skate park here since I was little. Like I love skating. And there's never been anything here. Just skate, and we've always had to go to other towns, so why not? Well, I didn't even know the gym floor had flooded because we had been at grad night and everything. And when I came back, I saw the floor out, and I was like, what happened? And they were like, the gym floor flooded, you didn't know? And I was like, what are they gonna do with the floor? And they were like, I think they threw it all the way in the dumpster. And then that was like first period, and I went into the shop, and Lopes had taken it all out of the dumpster and was in the wood shop. And I was like, Lopes, can I have some of the wood, please? And he gave me a couple pieces, and I got to take it out to the skate park. And then I talked to you about getting that huge piece in the front. And once we got that, we just put cinder blocks under it, and a lot of people like skating. I know, like that's awesome. The purpose of the skate park was to give the kids something to do. Yeah. So they weren't so they have something to do, a public place to go. Mr. Paul helped a lot. Mr. Paul was always giving me ideas in the mornings, and like we would always talk about the skate park and like what we could do next. Lopes helped a lot, just shop wise. Like we would not have been able to do a lot of that without Lopes being there, without him showing us how to do things, helping us. Just like little things too, like we didn't know how to do the glue. Like if you put too much glue, it leaves spaces, like just different things like that. You helped a lot, just giving us permission for a lot of stuff and figuring out things for us, like things that we couldn't talk to those people we don't just get the chance to just talk to them. And so you can talk to a lot more people like face to face, and they'll listen to you. They usually look at me or Matthew and it's just like, oh, they're just high schoolers, they're just kids. The school board, well, first Earl gave us money. That was a lot, and then they gave us the tennis courts, which was huge because that was basically like what we needed. Like that was to start, because we needed somewhere to have it. Like there's no point in having the material if you have nowhere to put it. Cause I felt like I wasn't doing anything. I felt like we were just stuck in the same like rut. We were just there, like we would just sit there. Because you really can't just, because some days there's just nothing to do. Like sometimes I don't have material for the skate park, so it's like oh, it's like, let's just like look at your standards, check your blog, do something, like go just clean up or something. And so during those days where you're not really doing anything, like the days where it's like I can't even think of what to do, like a proposal today, like I can't today, and that's when I would feel like I don't know how I'm gonna do this the whole year. I don't know, like the sports here, because that's what the town's really all about, is like basketball or football, and really it's not even football anymore, like, but they're all about basketball in this town. If you don't play basketball, it's like you might be known in the town, like, because everybody knows each other, but like if you played basketball in varsity, everyone knows you because you're the talk of the town. Like, oh, if they won Valley, that's all they're going to talk about the whole year, is the basketball team won Valley. Like, if the softball team won Valley, the softball team I think is won Valley, and I don't think anyone talked about it. I don't think anyone was like, yeah, softball won Valley. It was just the girls won Valley. And it's like things like that is why I didn't take to sports, and why I just wanted to be different, because skateboarding is just different. It's completely different than any sport. You don't make enemies, like no one's against you in skateboarding. Like there's no other team. It's like you only have positive. Like there's only someone skating next to you, and they're not gonna tell you, oh, I'm trying to beat you. They're gonna tell you, dude, land it. Like that'd be cool. Like they're constantly on your side. You have nothing but friends when you're skating. Before, I'm pretty sure teachers just thought I was this lazy kid that just skated. Like I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to skate. I didn't want to do anything. I really did just want to skate. School was like the last thing on my mind. But once we started Life Project and it got into my senior year, and when we went to Fresno State and everything, I realized I needed to go to college. Like skating wasn't just gonna solve all my problems, and it helps me be more self-reliant. Like even if you like, because I rely on myself a lot, but like Life Project helps you realize like no one's gonna be there for you when you're in college. Like no one's gonna be there. Do your homework. No, your professor's just gonna be like, here's this page to this page, read it and come back to class and be ready. From the beginning, Matt wanted to build. Matt, like, that's what he wanted to do, he wanted to be like the construction worker. And he did. He helped me a lot. Like, there's a lot of things in the shop that I didn't know how to use that, like the sign, I don't know how to use the plasma cam, and he used it to make that sign that says skate park rules. I didn't know how to use a couple of the saws until he showed me how. I remember the beginning of the year, I couldn't even drill that good. I couldn't even drill a screw in. Like, you think you know how to drill in a screw until you're drilling into two pieces of wood and you're trying to keep them straight and measured, and then you're like, oh, maybe I can't do this. It would have taken me twice as long to do any of that out there, because he was always there to help me. He was like the one person that was constantly with me to help me. And like anything I did, he was there to help me. Like I didn't know how to, like, I had no idea how we were going to chisel the cement or saw it. He helped me with that. He's the one who sawed the cement, who sawed the squares into it. He was only one saw. And I honestly had no idea how to use the saw. And he's like, I'll do it. And so he sawed all the squares, and then we chiseled them out. And that would, if it would have been by myself, that would have taken like a month to do it by myself, to chisel all those holes. Just like when I'm on when I'm on Instagram or something, and I see a video of someone skating there that I wasn't even at the skate park that day, and I see people were there, like, it makes me feel good that people want to go skate there. That like they're from different towns, like they came to Layton to skate. Skate shops were posting pictures, like, and my friend Jordan told me about that. He was like, First Left posted a picture of the rail. I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, look at it. And it was like from a couple days ago, like, and I was like, how did we miss them? Like, and everyone's always telling us how cool the skate park is, how they already want to go to it. We had the competition. They were giving out free stuff. There was a lot of kids there. There were people from Lemoore, Hanford. A lot of kids from Selma and Tulare and Visalia want to come. And like, I don't know, all of it just makes me happy knowing that like people want to come here. Like, they're not just coming here just, oh, Layton's there so we can go. It's like, no, let's go to Layton. there's so many other skate parks they could go to, and they want to come to Layton.
Why?
I hope it's because it's fun. And because they're just friends. They know who we are, so they're like they want to see it. Like, oh, they built it. Like, they're more like curious of what could be here because they have no idea. They know who we are, but they're like, what could they have built here? They could build anything they want. Creativity is like being able to be told no for one thing and being able to come up with something else. To already know you can't do one thing and to have 3 more ideas about that. That's being creative. To just not rely on one thing. You already have all these different things you could do. You're just, can I do this? It's a no. Can I do this? If it's a no again, you already have something else. Like, that's being creative. Already, like, just having so many ideas, not just one. Not one creative idea. You have like 10. And, you know, I could do it this way. I can do it this way or that way. And it's really important to be creative because I don't think you gotta use creativity in basically everything you do. Unless you're working at McDonald's and they're telling you how to make a McChicken, you gotta be creative.